Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Simply Cinnamon, and if you're new here, welcome into our little world of self-love, self-care, and of course, all things beauty. So forgive me today if I am a little lethargic, because I am. I've been not good this last week, and but I needed to come on here and film and announce the winner of June's giveaway. So it was really everything I could do to pull myself together. Not sure what happened to me, but last week I went to the shore to celebrate my husband's birthday, and the hotel we stayed at was okay. It wasn't the Ritz-Carlton, but it wasn't, a drive up rundown motel. It was just a Comfort Inn. I don't know if I had an allergic reaction to maybe whatever they used to wash their sheets, or at first I thought it was maybe too much sun. I developed a rash that went from like here all the way to around here, down my neck, on my back, on my chest, and then by Wednesday night it was like creeping into this, over this way into my eye and up here, down the bridge of my nose, and so I was taking Benadryl and using like a cortisone cream, but it just was not like healing. So yesterday I went to like a patient first. So I'm pumped up with like a bunch of steroids right now, Benadryl cream, and I'm just kind of lethargic. So forgive me for that. But yeah, I wanted to come on and, just talk to you about the giveaway and who won and what I have planned for me and my husband for next week. And so the winner of the giveaway, her name is Laura G. Congratulations, Laura. She answered the question, what do I always say you should have next to you? And that is a clean washcloth. She answered it like correctly. You should always have a clean washcloth next to you. So, Laura, I'm going to be reaching out to you, and you're going to get, I'm going to send it. It's going to be like in a smaller Ipsy box. I save all my boxes. This is a big one. It's going to come in a smaller one, though. It's the Shanabee highlighter, the Koalani bubble pore pack face mask, and the Bella Pierre banana setting powder. It's an $86 value, so congratulations. If you weren't picked, please do not lose heart. I write down all of my winners. I write down all of my winners, and nobody will ever be double picked. I want everybody to have a chance. So thank you to everybody who participated in this month's giveaway, and thank you so much for the love and support that I have been receiving. It's been wonderful, and that's what I want this channel to be about. I'm just a 51-year-old woman who, has learned some little tips and tricks and want to leave a little piece of myself for whenever God calls me home. And that's why I decided to start this channel, so that, years from now, when I'm gone, my grandchildren or great-grandchildren can maybe be like, man, my grandma was really cool, and just putting my ideas and thoughts out into the world. And that's basically it. Why I started this channel. I'm trying not to skip all over the place, but my head is just like so scatterbrained. So I'm getting ready to take a trip. That's why I was like, not normally I would have probably just kept taking the Benadryl and putting on the cortisone cream, but I'm taking a trip. My husband and I, my daughter and her boyfriend are all leaving next Wednesday. They're flying out of Boston. We're flying out of Philly. My first cousin, Allison, hi honey, her oldest son, who is my godson, his name is Austin, is getting married to a beautiful young lady named Naomi, who I've never got a chance to meet because they live in Anchorage, Alaska. And that is where they are getting married. And you can fly during COVID, but you have to have your mask like in the airport and have to wear it in flight. And you have to, the governor of Alaska is requiring anybody flying in to have a COVID test on before you arrive. So my husband and I did that today. And, you know, as long as you're following TSA guidelines and the CDC guidelines, I really feel safe flying. So it's kind of bittersweet because Allison's mother and my father were brother and sister. We really don't have, besides cousins, that's all we have really left. Like, for me anyway, I have my godfather who lives in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I call him Uncle George. And I have my Uncle Leslie, which is my cousin Allison's dad. But he's deaf and he's mute. And so I know a little bit of sign language, enough to get me by to talk to him. But, you know, he's been my uncle and been a part of my life since I was born. So I can communicate with him and he totally understands what I'm saying. But it's bittersweet for all of us because our mothers are gone. My father's gone. My grandparents are gone. You know, besides my uncle that lives in Ohio and my uncle by family blood, you know, that's all I have. So I have a brother and I have a lot of cousins, but as far as that like generational, you know, on top, I've moved to that position now, and so has Allison. So, you know, it's bittersweet for us. We haven't seen each other in 3 years. I'm really looking like forward to spending some time with her during this really like, you know, special occasion. So, yeah, so we're leaving on Wednesday. My step-D, that's my stepdaughter Lauren. I came up with the name, honey. She's going to come and stay and take care of my cat while I'm gone because I don't want to leave him alone, my little spankers. But the next part of my trip is the part that is really like, I am beyond thankful and blessed that I can finally do. My mother passed away in 2008 very unexpectedly. She was, besides my husband, my confidant. You know, we had your typical mother-daughter relationship, you know, her trying to tell me how to run my life and raise my kids and, you know, all that stuff, and got on my nerves at times, and at times we didn't talk, and, you know, she would be pissed off at me for one reason or another. But, you know, that's how mothers and daughters are, I feel like, you know, it's like such a strange relationship. You know, it's like you see the very best of yourself in another human being and know that you created that human being and you want everything that the world can offer, you know. And maybe it's not just between mother and daughter. I think a mother-son relationship is so different than a mother-daughter relationship because we're both women. So, you know, there was so many times like growing up that, you know, my mom was giving me advice and telling me like what to do, and I'm like, you know, I'm 32, I have a home, I have a husband, I don't need you telling me how to do this or that. And then I realized, especially after she was gone, that, you know, she wasn't really telling me what to do. She was giving me her advice because she knew better. And she was trying to save me some time and effort, but I was stubborn. And, you know, as that dynamic between mother and daughter, you know, is just, and I have it with my daughter, you know, like, but I think we're a little better at it now than we used to be. Cassie, what do you think? I think so. And I have a daughter-in-law whose also name is Cassie. So, you know, I have 3 younger women that I want to be a good example for. And you guys don't always have to listen to everything that I say. But, you know, when I give my advice, you should. But no, I'm just kidding. I've always been the kind of mom prior to a few years ago, like putting in my 2 cents. And I stopped doing that. I stopped putting in my 2 cents when it came to my adult children making decisions. Because at some point you gotta, and just let them go. Now, if they come to me and ask me my thoughts, views, opinions, I will give it. But unless I'm specifically asked, I just love them and support them on their journey. Whether I agree with whatever choices they make or not, because it's not my life, it's their life. And like I said, you have to kind of realize it as a parent that you did the very best that you could, and that your adult human beings are out there in the world, and that they're going to make the best decisions for themselves. And if they don't, they have to be like the rest of us and clean up their mess. So, but this teapot is extraordinarily special to me. My mother passed away, as I said, 12 years ago. This is the last teapot I ever bought her. She had aspirated on November 2nd into her lung, and she lost consciousness. We kept her on life support for 2 days, and we took her off. And she passed within hours. Not even hours, I think an hour and a half. I thought it kind of befitting. My mother was never into politics. Actually, she hated politics and politicians. Not hated, that's a strong word. Enormously disliked. She passed away on election night. Right after Obama was declared, the winner. She did like Obama, though. But I just thought it very fitting that she died on election night, and she did not like politics at all. So this teapot is enormously special to me because it holds my mother's ashes. Yes, they're in a bag. When she passed away and her wishes were to be cremated, they wanted to know if I wanted a sealed urn, and I told them no. So, like, at her memorial service, they lent me an urn that I could, it was a big, beautiful wooden box, and her ashes were just inside another plastic container in a plastic bag. So I told them no, I didn't want them in a sealed urn because my brother wanted some of the ashes, and, people in the family wanted some of her ashes. So I literally, when I got home, I had a list of people that wanted ashes, and I literally am with a tablespoon, scooping her out and putting her in Ziploc baggies. But the night that we took her off life support, I went directly to her house, and you think of things that you've in time of crisis, stuff that you've done, and this on instinct drove to her house. And my mother was known for bringing up a tray of hot tea to her bedroom with little cookies and treats and whatever, and also known for having treats stored under her bed. Everybody in the family knows that. If Sandy was in her bed and you went up to the bedroom to visit her, you knew that you could go under the bed and you could get snacks anytime you wanted. So I literally took the teapot that still had tea in it, and it was actually still on the warmer side, and dumped it right on her bedroom floor. I don't know why I did that, and I took it home with me. And any room that I went into, I had it with me. It was like having her with me. So when she passed away, and what can I store her ashes in after I divvied them up between everybody, this was the only place that they should be, is in here. So my mother's request was to sprinkle her ashes over my father's grave, give them out to whoever wanted, and to sprinkle her ashes over Mount Rainier in Washington State. And, she had planned this years before she died unexpectedly. So trust me, my mom was a planner, and she had her whole thing planned out and what she wanted. So I have not been able to financially be able to do that until now. So after the wedding, we are going to fly to Seattle, Washington, and drive to Mount Rainier. My daughter and her boyfriend actually rented a log cabin for us, and we're going to take a hike, and we are going to, I'm going to take a little bit of her ashes from here, and I'm going to spread her ashes over Mount Rainier. And it is a true blessing that I can do that, and fulfill her final request. So, this week has been an emotional week for me. I have a lot of other stuff going on in my head, but yeah, so I know this video is a little weird, but this is my channel. I can kind of do what I want to do. So as long as I'm not doing anything obscene, or talking in horrible profanity. But yeah, so I just wanted to fill you guys in on what's been happening in the last week and tell you guys who the winner is. Again, if you weren't picked, please don't lose heart. Everybody will have a chance. I promise, I promise, I promise. Every month there's going to be a giveaway on the 12th, and you know, you can always enter, and I'm going to make sure that, like I said, I keep a list of the winners. Nobody's going to be double picked. Everybody that enters is going to have a chance to win. So if you weren't picked in a giveaway, just keep trying until, you know, I pick your name. And it's no rhyme or reason. Like, sometimes I'm asking a specific question and it's to get a response, but other times, you know, it's got to be like a random thing, you know. So so I'm still learning how to do a giveaway. I'm always worried about hurting people's feelings, and I don't want to, if you weren't chosen, like, I'm afraid I'll, you know, I hurt your feelings. But you know, it is a giveaway, and you know, anything that I buy or I give away, I'm buying with my own money because I am a teeny tiny channel. You know, I have 146 subscribers, but I am blessed to have all of them. And we are small but mighty warrior princesses here. And, you know, so if you liked this video and you're just coming across it, this is not my typical normal poppy personality today because of all the medicine that I'm on. But, you know, this is a real channel. It's not like a cookie cutter kind of whatever. I talk real, and my objective is to come off like I'm literally sitting across the table from you and we're having a conversation. Only I can't hear what you're saying. I can read your responses though. So yeah. So Laura, congratulations, sweetheart. I'm gonna do a couple of vlogs while I'm away. I've never been to Alaska or Seattle before, and definitely never been to Mount Rainier. I'm gonna do a vlog, one in each place. I want everybody to see what I'm seeing for the first time in my life. I'm not gonna vlog. My daughter is actually preparing like a little ceremony for when we release my mom's ashes. I'm not gonna film that. You know, because some things I do need to, you know, keep private, and you know, that's one of them. But I'm looking forward to that part of the trip as well, although it will be emotional. But you know, it's nice to be able to finally do the one thing that she wanted, like one of the things that she wanted, and the most important, you know, to her, it was the most important thing that I could get done. So hope you're happy with me, Mama. But yeah, so thanks everybody. I'm sending you light. I'm sending you love. Be blessed. Stay kind. Stay healthy. Be kind to one another. And I appreciate everybody following me on my journey. And I will catch you again. I'll be back like the second week in July with a new video. So take care, you all. And I'll see you again very, very soon. I love you all. Thank you so much. Bye.